Welcome everybody to tonight's Web Bites. I'm so delighted that you are on the call with me tonight, and I am so excited to share with you a deeper step into the extraordinary and incredible world of energy. As we have been going through these Web Bites, so I have been sharing more and more of the energy world with you. And we're going to take a deeper step into this world and learn about the natural and simple gift from the universe that will unlock a hidden resource for you. This resource will help you to create more harmony, healing, and expansion for your clients, which will lead to powerful transformations for them. When your clients are experiencing this high level of shifting, they will want to work with you even more and recommend you to others. But even more than this, this is also a key which will help you to transform the things in your life that are stuck and that you want to change. So without further ado, I want to tell you about Web Bites. So this series of mini talks or Web Bites is entitled 5 Keys to Amplify Your Healing Process and Shift Overwhelm into Fulfilled Purpose. 5 keys, so 5 Web Bites. Web Bites are mini talks where I will be delivering short bursts of information that are vital for you to know if you want to feel motivated, fulfilled, and content in your practice. My Web Bites are designed to give you clear, practical, useful information, tips and tools in bite-sized talks, because I know that as a busy person, you already have enough on your plate. So at the end of this Web Bite, I will let you know how you can work on a deeper level with me to harness the incredible powers that I'm sharing with you from the world of energy. Because my system, Life Retuning, dives really deep into and in fact harnesses the energy matrix and the laws of energy in order to create incredible change for you. So I will be sharing how you can do that with me. Each Web Bite, I have highlighted my aim for this whole series, and I want to highlight it again tonight because it is my passion, and I want to make you aware that this is what these mini talks are all about. I really want to help you to heal more people because so many need you so badly on this planet. As a therapist, as a healer, as a psychologist, whatever you are doing, if you are working with people to get them out of pain, they need you now more than ever. I can't emphasize that enough. You only have to look at the news and look around you and hear the stories of pain from those who come into your experience and your environment every day. But if you are worn out and drained or stuck, then you can't serve those people as well as you could be doing. And that is a shame for them and a shame for you. So my aim is to help you as a professional to do the best job possible because your skills are desperately needed right now. People are confused, they're distressed, they're scared, and they're suffering. If you're going under with stress, you're frankly no good to anyone. So I want to recap on what we have already covered and the incredible tools that I've shared with you from my portfolio of over 10 years of working with clients. And that's over 1,000 clients, by the way. So I know a thing or two about energy. So firstly, with the first key of the 5 keys to amplify your healing process and shift overwhelm into fulfilled purpose, we looked at the 3-part system helping you avoid practitioner burnout. And I discussed that in the first Web Bite. It's a powerful tool, it's a monitor, it helps you and it helps take you out of the equation so that you have a clear space to really respond to your client's needs in the very best way. In the second web bite, I covered the second key, how to make sure your client's problems don't engulf you. And I shared with you that by becoming the channel and not the container, you allow your clients the space to do their healing and avoid their energy bleeding into your personal life. In the last web bite, I shared with you how you need to make a shift in your perspective in order to be able to create significant progress for your clients, and how with a change of your perspective about your own life, you break the cycle of a client's problem by resolving the roots and move them on into living in the new problem-free way. So, moving on tonight, I'm really excited to be sharing the fourth key, because each time we've been taking a step into the extraordinary world of energy. And tonight is no different. And I'm so excited about sharing two very, very powerful bits of knowledge which will change everything for you. So I want you to imagine that you are looking at a clear, quiet pool of water. Nothing is disturbing the surface. And you can see the green water weeds. You can even see the bitty gravel at the bottom of this pool. A smooth, unbroken scene. Nothing is distorting your view. Now imagine that you are holding a stone in each hand. You drop the stones into the water exactly at the same time. And as they hit the surface of the pool, what happens? Each stone creates an instant set of ripples expanding out from where they went into the water. And as you watch, the ripples have become shattered pieces of colour mixed in with the green of the water weeds. You cannot see the gravel anymore. Furthermore, as you continue to watch, eventually the ripples from one stone start to interpenetrate the ripples of the other, making the whole scene just a confused, undefinable series of random colours and shapes. What you did was start a process. You created vibrations and caused the ripple effect. It has been found through research that this works dramatically with us too. Have you ever noticed how one person can walk into a room full of others and dramatically change the mood? Well, a young woman called Sigal Barsad noticed this at her workplace. Every day when she went to work, as soon as she stepped into the office, she shared with her colleagues, she would pick up on a tense, testy and sullen mood. This was the normal state of things. Then one day, when she walked in, the mood had lifted. People were feeling relaxed and chatting around the coffee machine. This improved state lasted for a week. And then the mood returned to the usual unpleasant and uncomfortable feeling and behaviour from her colleagues. They went back to being unsociable and glued to their computer screens. The interesting thing was, when she checked in, no one had left their job, no one had joined the office. There was no change in the management team. The only thing that had changed was that a moody colleague had come back from her week-long holiday. Sigal recognised an effect was taking place, which she called emotional contagion. You see, your mood can affect how successful you are with getting results with others. Most people have no idea what they are giving out. And most people have no idea what they are reacting to in others, which is affecting their mood. This young woman, called Sigal Barsad, went on to become a professor at the University of Pennsylvania and conducted many experiments and research into the phenomenon of emotional contagion. She's quoted as saying, "Whenever we interact with people, we're constantly exchanging moods back and forth. This exchange of moods and actions between individuals is subtle and continuous." You see, some people can throw a pebble into the calm pool and create such a disturbance in the collective conscious that it unbalances other people and the environment. And what I know is that when you do not clear down your own unresolved emotions and thoughts, they come with you into your client sessions. And what you're doing is throwing a pebble in the pool, creating the ripple effect and causing emotional contagion. So this is really important, not just with your clients, but on a day-to-day basis. And I really advise you to consciously awake to how others are affecting you and how you affect others if you are taking your mood into a social situation, because the effects can be quite dramatic. And when you want something to go your way, it may not, simply because you are carrying your mood into that situation. But I want to now step into the space of looking at the energy landscape of what is going on. And what I want to share with you is a quantum phenomenon called quantum entanglement. Quantum physics has discovered something that is ancient knowledge, actually. The fact that we are all connected with invisible threads of energy. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard the saying that all is one. Well, quantum physics is proving that this is correct from a scientific perspective. And the physicists call this phenomenon quantum entanglement. When two entities have had a connection and they are separated by space and time, the connection still remains. What affects one affects the other instantly. Now, there is a mind-blowing experiment I'd like to tell you about that has far-reaching implications in this circumstance, and also has far-reaching implications for you and how you work with your clients. Some cheek cells were taken from a Vietnam War veteran, and those cells were sent to a laboratory several miles away. The volunteer was then connected up to a stress monitor and sat in front of a screen. Images were flashed on the screen, which periodically contained upsetting images from the Vietnam War. Several miles away, his cheek cells had also been connected up to a stress monitor. Amazingly, it was found that as soon as the volunteer became upset and registered a stress reaction, his cheek cells showed the same reaction. Even though they were hundreds of kilometers away, they instantly showed the same reaction. Now, what was going on there? What was going on was what is called quantum entanglement. And quantum physicists had discovered that subatomic particles like photons have a relationship, which is an energetic relationship that exists for all time. So if you really think about it, every single subatomic particle is entangled with every other subatomic particle. And because we are made up of subatomic particles, and so is the whole cosmos, that means that everything is quantumly entangled with everything else. And that includes you and your clients. So let me just reiterate that. When two entities that have had a connection are separated by space and time, a connection still remains. And what affects one affects the other instantly. That's also a law of quantum physics. So it is not just our cells that react in this way. The whole energy of any living being in our environment also reacts to how we think and behave. When I say the environment, I don't just mean your immediate living space. I actually mean our Earth and the universe itself. And I know that it is a mind-blowing concept, but quantum entanglement is proving to be a real phenomenon. So let's just narrow the lens right down again. So when you are taking your moods that you haven't cleared in to a session with your clients, or you're picking up on your client's moods that they have come to be sorted out by you, well, you can now see that there's a powerful energetic interaction going on that you need to be aware of. So it is no surprise that emotional contagion affects us. And when you add the ripple effect to emotional contagion, and then bring that into session with your client, your results with them may not end up as successful as you would like them to be. So my tip is to use a check system whenever you feel triggered by a client. What I know from years of working on myself and with clients is that a current problem is a symptom of a past issue, which is what I covered in the last website. In order to identify what is going on emotionally and energetically, what I do is I run through this checklist whenever I feel that someone is triggering me, and I find the reason and then resolve the root, which is the third key. It is a very powerful way of allowing your client to show you an unconscious trigger and then to clear yourself of unresolved issues that are generating your perception and reactions. That makes you even more effective in being fully present when you're working with your client and responding to their needs. So the fourth key is to recognize the mirror. But before I share the powerful tool, I want to give you in this web bite, I want to take that step, that deeper step into the incredible world of energy. Because there is a natural and simple gift that the universe can grant you. All it takes is for you to be open to accepting that gift. You have heard of the saying, like attracts like. Well, it is not just an old wives' tale, you know. Energy waves have a specific frequency, and so do thoughts and emotions. I'm not going to discuss the accelerated wellness path of living in this talk, because there is not enough time to delve into it. But I'm going to share a super tip about energy with you, which you can use to help yourself and your clients. So first of all, start noticing what kind of problems, emotional states and attitudes your clients have. Is there a pattern? Here is where the magic happens, because the secret is that they are showing you what is ready for you to heal within yourself. So you don't need to analyze anything. Just act on what you are reading from what you are attracting in. When something is ready to heal, it happens easily. So here is my powerful exercise to recognize the mirror that clients are holding up to you and giving you the information you need in order to help them. So my first tip is to recognize the mirror and 5 questions to uncover your reflection. First of all, bring to mind and conscious awareness, what is the emotion this person is triggering in me? What is the number one belief or judgment I hold about this person? You might have a client who is somehow not sitting well with you. Somehow there's an uncomfortableness. And I would highly suggest that you sit by yourself and do this exercise to uncover what is going on with you, because don't forget, they are a mirror to what's going on with you, and you attracted them in order to show you the reflection so that you can deal with it within yourself and within them, in the spirit and within the law of quantum entanglement. So the third question: does this person's behavior remind me of anyone else I've had issues with in my life? You know, energetic patterns, emotional patterns, thought patterns show up time and time again within the circumstances and situations of our lives. Become aware, become consciously aware of what those patterns are. So more often than not, somebody you have an issue with is actually not the person you have the issue with. It's more likely to be somebody in the past. So uncover that for yourself, and then you can resolve it within yourself. The fourth question is, does this person do anything that I have not given myself permission to do? Where is the resistance within you? That's another very powerful question to ask yourself. You may be very surprised at the answer. And the fifth question: what is there left to resolve in me? So I'm giving you these today because they might seem very simple, but actually they are very sophisticated and incredibly powerful questions to take with you. So I really recommend that you use these questions regularly. I do, and I find they come up with the most incredible answers for myself, which then leads to my own personal healing, and that also changes the energy around my clients when I'm working with them. That opens them to a deeper level of healing, a more profound healing through my facilitation of the work with them, and it will do for you too. And I find it such a beautiful and enlightening way of working when there is a synergistic healing taking place between you and your client. So in my Life Retuning work and my course, I actually teach how to harness universal energy in a way that cleans your system every day, leaving you excited, positive yet calm, and having total awareness of how to resolve any issue, no matter what it is. And when you can do that, you notice that the kind of clients you attract actually changes and upgrades too. So I teach my students how to do this for themselves, but also this is what I create within my sessions for my own clients too. So I know that it works, and that's why I'm sharing this with you today. So the fourth key is recognize the mirror. When you recognize the mirror, your clients reflect back to you, and turn it into a clearing practice for yourself. You create harmony and expansion for both you and your client, leading to powerful transformation. When your clients are experiencing the high level of work you do with them, they will want to work with you even more. So I hope that you've found tonight useful and exciting, because really what I'm sharing with you here changes your whole world. I promise you that. I have seen so many people who've stepped through the doorway into the energy world from the mind world and have just been amazed at how fast things have transformed for them in a positive and beneficial way. So I'm just really, really excited to share this with you because I know it works. And I want to tell you that the next key is all about the vital step your mind must take that allows you the thriving, successful practice you desire. Now, this is the fifth key. This is the last key in this Web Bite series. And really, this fifth key is the unlocker to the potential for using the other four keys. Without this fifth key, if you don't get this right, you know, you're going to just put the other four keys in a drawer somewhere and never use them never maximize on the incredible power that they hold. So the fifth key is very, very important to listen to. And I'm going to be sharing with you something very, very important about your mind that you need to understand in order to be able to break out of its limitations. And I just want to share as well with you about the special program that I've put together based on the tools from this Webbite series, which is called Amplify Your Healing Process. And these are 4 30-minute life retuning sessions starting on the 23rd of October. Life retuning being a very, very powerful system that I developed, and it's like energetic laser surgery because it goes right to where the problem exists and then finds a solution to using the energy database. It's not for me to share in this talk about that. I don't want to share about this, but if you want to know more about life retuning, you can either email me at ildiko@liferetuning.com or go to my website, which is www.liferetuning.com. But these 4 sessions are really powerful. They are the distilled wisdom and knowledge that I have through working with many, many clients. And these are the 4 things that you need really in order to shift into the place where you can have that thriving, successful practice. So the 4 sessions are, first of all, clearing emotional blocks to the changes you want to make in your practice. If you are stuck within fear, anxiety, trauma, anger, frustration, procrastination, that's the session for clearing through all of those out of your system. The second session is transforming self-limiting beliefs into determined action to boost your success. That's the mind side of things. Life retuning sidesteps the mind, but does not ignore it. Life retuning works with changing your perceptions in your mind. Your beliefs create your life and your reality. It's as simple as that. If you don't get that right, you will struggle to achieve the goals that you want within your life. So that's a very powerful and very important session. The third session is an intensive boost of chakra flow, including unhooking old stagnant energy. It's not enough to meditate and open your chakras. Quite often, chakras are blocked with old energy from your life or even other lifetimes that needs to be unhooked before that chakra can flow. I know that because I've done it so many times with clients. So I'm talking from the perspective of experience. And your 4th session is setting your clear vision for your practice to amplify your healing process. And this is bringing everything together. Once you're clear on your emotions, you're clear of blocking beliefs, you've got your flow through your chakras, then you can open up to really concentrate on stepping forward and stepping up in your life and in your practice. And that's very exciting. So if you want any information on that now, you can email me at ildiko@liferetuning.com. But I will be sharing more on Tuesday in the last key, the 5th key, how you can work with me with that. And it's a very, very exciting program. You won't find anything like it anywhere else. So, you know, it's a one-time offer at the moment from this Webbite series. But as I say, we've still got time. I will be sharing in more depth in the last Webbite. Okay, so I just want to remind you again about the 5th key, to amplifying your healing process and shift overwhelm into fulfilled purpose. I'm excited to be sharing that with you on Tuesday, and it's the vital step your mind must take that allows you the thriving, successful practice you desire. You don't want to miss that one. It's absolutely vital to life, really, not just your practice. So that's the 17th of October at 5 p.m. this time, 5 p.m. GMT and 9 a.m. PDT. So it just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me this evening for this web bite. I hope you found the information to be valuable, to be useful. Energy really is the key to everything. And once you get that right and you start running it in your life, it's going to change everything. So thank you very much. And I'm going to open up the lines now for a Q&A session. So if you have any questions about the content from this evening, or you want to ask me about the special program I have, then now's the opportunity to do it. So thank you very much. Take care and see you in the Q&A session.